Shabbos says that last week we read, put this on the tape, last week we read about the bear, right? The bear stopped, came back. So it says they said a shira. After the bear went through the mountains and washed out the remains of the Amoroim, their limbs, their bodies came up, and they realized the miracle of that place. He said a shiro. So what did they say in the shiro? They said, they said, Bear Chafuru Sorim. The bear that was dug by the Sorim, by the ministers. Karu Nidiviyom Mechokek Bimishanosam. Right, what does it mean? Bimishanosam, with their staffs. It simply means, so Rashi cites two pshatim. Either means Moshe, he struck the rock, he drew the water out of the rock. Earlier, where is it? Stop this for a minute. Yeah. Okay, Rashi and Daf Chof Aleph Chof. Take a look at Chof Aleph Chof. Dovrache Karu Nediviyom. It was dug by the Nedivi of the philanthropists of the people. Kol Nosi v'Nosi Kshoyuchonim. Every prince of each Shevet, when they would camp, Noto Maklo, he would take his staff, Umoshech Eitzel Diglo Machneu, and he would draw it. He'd bring it to his degel and his machnu. Me'aber nimshochen derech osa simon. Here, when he took the staff caused the water to be drawn to where his shevet camped. Uboin lefnei chanias kol shevet v'shevet, and it would come before the actually shevet camped. By the time they camped, the water was there. So they used the staffs to draw the water. Okay. We had early in the parsha, after Korach, the previous parsha, when Korach came to contest Moshe's leadership, eventually, then the people said, Hashem says, let them take all their staffs and put it into the Kodesh Kadoshim. Whichever staff blossoms, that indicates he's the Kohen. And what happened? Aaron left his staff there. Everybody took their staffs. So if every Shevet, when they camped, used the Nosi, drew the water, so good, everybody had his staff back, right? Everybody retrieved their staff. Aaron never retrieved his staff. His staff remained there. So how did Shevet Levi get their mayim?
Was it the well right there next to
No. Wherever it was drawn from, wherever it was. Seemingly wasn't there. You had a question, David? Okay. Where was Aaron's staff left after the story with Korach? It was left in the Kodesh Kadoshim. Right, Hashem says the staff that blossomed and gave forth the almonds should remain there. So it's still there. So it says, but if every shevet, the Nosi, drew the water to a shevet with its staff, he didn't have a staff to draw the water. What did he draw? How did the water come to him?
Was there another Nosi besides Aaron?
No. Aaron was the Nosi. He was the Nosi of shevet.
What about Moshe's staff?
Moshe's staff was a different kind of staff. He wasn't the Nosi. So I was thinking, David, you're a Daf Yomi person. So the Gemara says in Tainus, still holding Tainus. See, I'm picking on David today, not on Howard. The Gemara says in Tainus, the Gemara quotes two psukim. One pasuk says, Hoy kol tzomei l'chulamayim. One pasuk says that the thirsty one should go to the water, and there's another pasuk that says you should bring the water to the one that's thirsty. Yeah? So the Gemara says either you go to the water or the water's brought to you, and the water's referring to Torah. So it says, if it's a Talmud Hogun, an appropriate Talmud, the Rebbe brings the Torah to the Talmud. If it's Talmud She'ein Hogun, if it's an inappropriate Talmud, the Talmud has to show his desire to learn Torah, he has to come to the Rebbe. Right? So now, what is Shevet Levi? Levi epitomizes Torah. That's what Levi is. Levi didn't need the staff. The water came naturally to Levi. All the other Shvatim, you want the water, you have to go after the water. So therefore, they had to use the staff to draw water to them. Okay. What? Tavches of Aleph and Tainus. Okay. Aldin Balak. Vayar Balak ben Tzipor. Balak, the son of Tzipor, had seen Eis Kol Asher also Yisrael le'Amori. All that Yisrael had done to the Amori. Rashi, Vayar Balak, Eis Kol Asher also Yisrael le'Amori. Omar Elu Shnei Melochim. Shayinu Betuchim Aleim. These are the two kings that we relied upon them. Lo Amdu B'fneim. They weren't able to stand up against Klal Yisrael. Anu alachs kam v'kamo, lefichach v'yogar Moav. Therefore, Moav, they were vayogar, they were agitated. They were overwhelmed with fear because understanding their precarious state. Rashi in last week's parsha, when they said Al Ken Yomer B'Sufo. Now, Balak tried to conquer part of a certain portion, and he commissioned, Og Melcham. Og wanted to, Og, and he wasn't able to. Og the giant wasn't able to, and he solicited Bilam to curse, because Ammon were not permitted to take the land of Ammon. But Ammon was Tiro b'Sichon. Sichon, Melech HaMori, he purified it. Why? Because he conquered it. We can't take from Ammon. But because Sichon took Ammon, and then when we destroyed Sichon, we were able to take the land that originally was Ammon's portion. So Rashi over there says, how did Sichon conquer it? Says he couldn't conquer it. He went, he commissioned Bilam. Bilam cursed them, and by cursing them, he was able to conquer them. Okay? So here the giants themselves, we destroyed the giants. He has a problem. So what do you do? Some should say, if the giant himself had to resort to Bilam, so now we don't have the giants. What do we resort to? We resort to Bilam. That's the only way to go. But it's interesting. I mean, why couldn't Sichon conquer Ammon? Right? No, it's interesting. Ammon is a nephew of Avram Avinu. So this is the nephew. So if whatever it is, evidently they have something that you can't. Physical might is not enough. The only way you're able to destroy them is through the word, the verbal curse, and that's the Kol Kol Yaakov. That's the Kol Kol Yaakov, the power of the mouth. Bilam's a Navi. So therefore, Balak understanding, look what we did to Sichon. So again, it's coming, the same thing is happening. The Jews' might is not. So who do you commission? The one, because already there's a history over here. I don't know if you remember from last week. Yep. Bo Cheshbon. It's Chof Aleph, Chof Zayin. Last week's parsha, Chukas. Shlo Yesichon Yochel L'Kovsho. Sichon originally couldn't conquer Cheshbon. V'holach v'soches Bilam v'kalo. B'zeh she'omado Balak. And that's what Balak said to Bilam, ki yodati she'tvorach v'vorach. What you bless is blessed. How did he know? Because he knew what happened with Sichon, that Sichon commissioned Balak to curse Ammon, so he should be able to conquer. So Sichon should be able to conquer Ammon. No, no, I made a mistake on the other thing. It wasn't. This is not. This is separate. This Melchi, it was Melech Moav. Melech Moav, originally, Ikach has Kolarsim Yodu at Arno. Cheshbon originally was a city belonging to Moab, not to Ammon. But it doesn't make a difference. He wasn't able to conquer it. Well, Moab is also. Moab is also. It's from Lot. From Lot. There's a famous Rabbeinu Bachya at the beginning of the parsha. If Balak truly held kosher to Vorach Mevorach, so he should have asked him to give them a blessing. They should be protected from Klal Yisrael. What did he ask him? To curse Klal Yisrael, right? Give him a blessing. And even before, he couldn't capture them, conquer them. Volach v'soch build l'kalolo. Right? So there he needed a curse because he had to conquer the city of Moab. But over here, what's his concern? He wants to be protected. Give us a brach, we should be protected. Yeah, that's the Rabbeinu Bachya. Rabbeinu Bachya says, you know, it's clear, Bilam, bracha emanates from something that's good. There was not a trace of goodness in this man. That's how evil he was. So waiting to tell the man, you're a mafia. You're the worst in the world. You represent evil. You personify evil. So therefore it was all to flatter him. But in truth, Balak knew the truth, what Bilam was. But you can't tell him what he really is. So therefore, to flatter him, he first said, what you bless is blessed, and what you curse is cursed. Okay? Let's see the morale. His bracha, the Gemara says, was worthless. And Hashem says, we don't want your honey, we don't want your sting. Not your sting, not your honey.